part by Inked Playmats at inkedplaymats.com, your place for custom-made playmats. Design your own or shop from other featured designers. Use promo code KLOTZ to save 10% on your order. Inked Playmats, your game, your style. To do on their website, and come join us for a fun, friendly F&M environment. Kevin from KlotzProductions, and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering gameplay. For this match, we have Bobby playing 5-color Reanimator, and he's going up against Nick with Blue-White Delver. Bobby was on the play for this game and started off by laying down a Copperline Gorge. Then Nick played an island and cast a Ponder. He took a look at the cards on the top and chose to shuffle them away. Bobby then played a Blackcleave Cliffs and cast a Mulch, finding himself 3 lands. Nick laid down a Glacial Fortress and cast a Delver of Secrets on his turn. Then Bobby played a Tracker's Instincts and found himself 1 creature. He then played a second Copperline Gorge and used it to cast a Birds of Paradise. Nick revealed a mana leak on the top of his library next turn, transforming his Delver into an Insectile Aberration. He then attacked with the Aberration, taking Bobby to 17. On Bobby's turn, he attempted to resolve a Lingering Souls, however Nick countered it with the mana leak that he drew, so he laid down a Forest and then flashed back to Lingering Souls, getting himself 2 spirits. Nick played a Moorland Haunt on his turn and then attacked with the Aberration again, so Bobby chose to double block it and kill it. Then Bobby started his next turn by playing another Mulch, but he didn't find any lands. He then played a Darkslick Shores, which came into play tapped. Then he attempted to flash back another Lingering Souls in his graveyard, however Nick played a Snapcaster Mage and countered it with the mana leak from his graveyard. Nick then played a Sword of War and Peace on his turn and equipped it to his Snapcaster Mage and then attacked. This did a total of 8 damage to Bobby, dropping him to 9, and Nick went to 23. Bobby played a Faithless Looting from his graveyard on his next turn to draw 2 cards and discard 2. He then played another one from his hand to do it again. Then he put a Razorverge Thicket into play and cast a second Birds of Paradise before passing his turn. Nick played a second Snapcaster Mage on his next turn and gave his Ponder flashback. He then took a look at his top cards and chose to shuffle them away. He paid 2 life going to 21 to play a Gitaxian Probe and take a look at Bobby's hand and draw another card. For his combat, he attacked with his equipped Snapcaster, which Bobby chump blocked with one of his birds. Then post-combat, he put a Geist of St. Traft into play. Bobby played yet another Faithless Looting from his hand on his turn. He then used an Unburuial Rites from his graveyard to put a Drogskol Reaver into play. He then flashed back another Lingering Souls from his graveyard to get himself 2 more Spirit tokens. Nick played another Ponder on his turn and chose to rearrange the cards on the top this time. He then went down to 19 to cast a Gut Shot and kill Bobby's Birds of Paradise. Then he moved his sword over to his Geist and attacked with the team, bringing a 4/4 Angel along with him. Bobby chose to block one of the Snapcasters with his Reaver and the other one with a Spirit token. He blocked the Angel with another Spirit token. His Reaver did damage first, gaining him 3 life going to 12 and drawing another card. Then the Geist with the sword hit him for 6, dropping him down to 6 and taking Nick to 21. Bobby started his next turn by attacking with his Reaver, which took him up to 12 and took Nick down to 15. It also let him draw 2 more cards. He then played an Inferno Titan and chose to kill Nick's Snapcaster and then do the other 2 damage to him, taking him to 13. Then he played another Birds of Paradise along with an Avacyn's Pilgrim before passing his turn. At the end of the turn, Nick used his Moorland Haunt to get himself a Spirit token. Then on his turn, he moved his sword over to the token and then used a Vapor Snag to bounce Bobby's bird, taking him to 11. Nick then attacked with both of his creatures, bringing the Angel along with it again. Bobby chose to block the Geist with his Inferno Titan. He then took 9 damage from everything else, going down to 2, and Nick went back up to 15. Then Nick played a second Geist of St. Traft before passing his turn. Bobby then attacked with his Reaver and his Titan, immediately doing 3 damage to Nick, dropping him to 12. Nick blocked the Titan with his Geist and then took 6 from the Reaver, going down to 6 and taking Bobby up to 8. He then played an Elesh Norn Grand Cenobite from his hand and followed it up with another Birds of Paradise, at which point Nick scooped it up, giving Bobby the win and taking them to Game 2. So that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. You can find the full version and the annotations at the end, along with links to my vlog and my Let's Play Duels of the Planeswalkers 2012. If you like this or any other video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and add it to your favorites, then subscribe to be notified when more videos are online.